fans are already fired up to get this game started. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Shot is good by Edwards. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And here's Russell, pounded by Morant. Pass to Edwards, tipped. And here's McDaniels, 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What determination from Morant in the paint. Getting his shot off despite being fouled.
That one's no good.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And stolen by Edwards. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Towns finds Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Outside for Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Russell with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Oh, my goodness! Disrespect.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. That free throw misses.
At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant.
He hits the second from the line. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Edwards. Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Morant with it. Towns covering. There's Jackson with the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Count that bucket.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. Morant into the lane.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Pass to Edwards. On the take. And it's Bane with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
And there's Russell on the assist from Edwards.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Here's Morant.
Nice. Oh, big finish. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Morant with it. Towns covering. Outside for Morant. Adams, the pass to Morant. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And the second free throw is good. The Grizzlies have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Outside Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean to throw down at
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His fingerprints were all over that corner. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's...
Oh, that was something else, man! Wow, show us some power!
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Morant, the pass to Adams. On the wing, Bane. Here's Morant. Jackson on the wing. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Bane. 6 to shoot. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Back to Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Towns has got room. Misses off the left iron.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
The kick out to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Jackson finds Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Just 5 to shoot from the arc. That shot is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Morant into the lane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Edwards. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Morant. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Pass to Adams. Morant against Edwards. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice move. Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Bane. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert. And they get it back. Adams' shot's good. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. And Edwards slams it in.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
There's Jackson with the 3, and it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Off target with the 3. Morant against Russell. Pass to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Russell. And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They'll pass them in front right now. By and large, they're taking great shots. Ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. And stolen by Bane. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Morant. And it's good. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many... The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take it. And And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And Morant no good on that one. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Morant. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Morant drawing the double team. On the wing, Bane. Adams with the ball. Defended by Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's Morant.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Nails it from 3. McDaniels got 5 now.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be another man, and he just got to find him. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Pass to Adams. Edwards against Morant. Driving inside. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Edwards finds Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Here's Edwards. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Adams. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play. Adams a screen. Morant. And a nice finish on the layup. Morant's got 30.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw no good.
For the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
Good on the second one. There's a minute 47 left in the 3rd. Morant against Edwards. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And the first one at the line is good.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Morant, the pass to Adams. Edwards pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Russell finds Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
He hits the second from the line. Morant with it. He's got 32 points. "51 seconds left to play in the third quarter here." The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Desmond Bane.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Memphis shooting about 47%. A nice number. Edwards against Morant. Pass to Adams. Left side Bane. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And it's Adams missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Edwards is rebounded by Memphis.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. It'll count. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Youth Dance.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And for Minnesota, they're shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Russell, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Brooks. Over to the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels inside. Brooks defending. Gobert, he's open. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
To the middle. Outside for Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Adams a screen. And it's Morant off the drive. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Towns passes to McDaniels. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Pass to Adams. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. McDaniels with it. Checked by Brooks. Count that one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Russell. He takes it in. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Here's Moran. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Banked it in off the glass. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Incredible balance on that take. You gotta respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense. And then Gobert with the jam! A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Pass to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A high percentage shooter from the field, Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Here's Moran. Here's Jackson. And he converts the layup.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. Not going to go that time. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And it's John Moran with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
From downtown. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
From deep, Bain. McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards, the pass to Russell from behind the arc. And no good. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie.
very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center position. In the corner, it's Bridges. Ball looking over the floor. Back to Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Suns.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant kept alive. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Adams. 5 to shoot. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Johnson, a wide open look, drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant against Paul. A crossover, and then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
He takes it in. That shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it, and they're pushing it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Payne against Booker. Kicks to Paul. Fires the 3. And Booker is good for 3.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant with it. That's Johnson picking him up. And then Morant slams it in.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now here's Booker. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Johnson finds Paul. Back to Johnson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jackson a screen on Paul. On the wing, Payne. Outside Jackson. 3-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And blocked by Payne. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morant looking around. To the right side. It's Brooks on the wing. On the wing, Jackson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Booker dishes to Ayton. Shoots over Morant. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Home in the paint. Morant finds Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets. And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Over Bain. Misses off the left iron.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Outside Jackson. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. Back to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Adams, the pass to Bain. Brooks kicks to Morant. Jackson, a screen on Paul. Morant. Kick out to Adams. Bain passes to Brooks. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns. And the free throw, no good, but they'll get the ball back here. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Paul kicks to Booker. Paul against Brooks. Bridges, right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Morant against Johnson. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. And Adams kicks to Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going in, he's in defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for two.
Both free throws good from Morant. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Booker against Bane. Here's Ayton. Shakes him. He lays it in. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Now here's Morant. He's got 12. And the basket by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Booker the pass to Paul. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. With the crossover outside for Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got 7.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. Jackson misses. Adams against Bridges. He dishes it to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's the Phoenix Suns headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been running shot.
And get loud for the Golden.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Morant with it, now guarded by Ayton. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Payne finds Adams. Morant outside. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Jackson. Fader on the way. This ball grabs the miss.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Morant.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Ayton kicks to Bridges. Ayton a screen on Brooks. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Bridges' shot. Good. Bridges has got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
It seems like Bridges' confidence just grows every year, taking it right to the defender.
Back to Bain. Right wing. Morant against Paul. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the rejection by Jackson.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line.
Young big men don't often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside. Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Ayton hits them both. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, aren't they?
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Brooks leading the charge. Memphis moving it around. And finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Beyond the arc. Brooks grabs the board.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
That's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it.
Here's Booker. And blocked by Bain. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Good on the three-point shot. And now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. With 3, Booker. Here's Ayton. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Suns leading by 5. And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. Stolen by Brooks. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jared knows what to do.
Booker the pass to Ayton. The 3 from Johnson. They get it back.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Adams with the screen on Paul. Oh, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you. Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
DeAndre. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Offensive rebound. Morant outside. Shot clock at 4. And Morant throws it down.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Ball stolen. The pass to Brooks. Here's Jackson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Now here's Morant. Sweet move. Driving in to tie it up. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Paul kicks to Johnson. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Down low. Here's Johnson. In the corner, it's Bridges. Phoenix, no good that time either. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
This is what teams try to do with Morant. Get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to figure it out.
Paul kicks to Ayton. On the wing, Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Morant. Johnson with the block. Out to Morant. Jackson a screen on Booker. Adams in the corner for the 3. Here's Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize. Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jackson down low. Johnson on him. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Score the basket. It's 8 for 13 from the floor.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Paul dishes to Johnson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. To the left side wing. Here's Ayton, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And Johnson drops them both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Morant kicks to Bain. Morant outside. Memphis moving it around. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the Grizzlies get it back. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. The shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. To the inside to take the lead. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bain. Booker the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Adams, and it's Ayton missing. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. outside. Bain. Morant against Paul. Jackson trying to break free. Oh, he misses the dunk. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Here's Morant, and they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean,
by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Hall and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now here's Booker. Johnson passes to Booker. That one is off. Good D by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup.
You see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
Bridges finds Booker. Johnson a screen on McDaniels. For 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
Well, I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Towns for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Right side McDaniels. 3-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Booker fires from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Towns finds Russell. Outside McDaniels. To the left side wing. The kick out to Edwards. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Edwards got 5 points.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
The 3 from Ayton. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Edwards. 5 points in the game.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and do what it takes.
The Timberwolves have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards. Second chance shot. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Outside Johnson. For 3. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 8 points now.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Booker, the pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Towns down low, covered by Johnson. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and considering the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting, really sound basketball. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels finds Towns. Here's Gobert. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Gobert's gotten his second bucket.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Johnson knocks it loose. And another shot. And he sinks the layup.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. The T-Wolves on top, up 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
From 18 feet away, Ayton. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Russell. Here's McDaniels. Fires the three. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Oh, I can't believe he just did that.
Now that is incredible. Just wow.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way. He does.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Booker. Takes it inside. And Booker with the jam.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Here's Russell. And he buries his first look. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
From deep, Johnson. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Russell with the ball. Johnson on him. And they go to the intentional foul.
Paul, second personal foul, first team foul.
The three from Russell. Fires in the triple. Russell's got 6.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
There's the screen by Johnson. Booker for 3. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And they pick up 2. He's got 9.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. There's a minute 12 left in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks. The upside is there.
Inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
It has not mattered one bit what the defense has sent to Devin Booker tonight. He is cooking.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Russell to pass to Edwards. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Bridges misses.
I understand why he pulled up for the leaner right there, but the defense adjusted to that very well.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy.
The Suns, 36.
And if you just join it in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Launches it. Booker no good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Buries it down low. Booker's got 14 points.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Russell attacking. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Paul. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Boy, what a nice job by Rudy Gobert. Thin frame, yes, but able to take the contact and still finish.
And Minnesota has possession. And that's an intentional foul.
Chris Paul, 3rd personal foul, 1st team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Russell. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Paul. Outside Johnson. For 3, Booker. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 17.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Out to the right wing, and stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Outside Edwards. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Double team on Towns. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Here's Booker. And Gobert with a block. It's Edwards with a drive. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Chris Paul.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
And he sinks the second. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Out to the right wing. Oh, got a piece of it. There's the 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps out.
Get out the way, Greg.
Come on.
Get out the way.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Towns double team. Booker against Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
1:04 left in the third quarter. Ayton passes to Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 8 points.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Booker no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's McDaniels, and he gets the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
And the jam by Gobert.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Paul passes to Booker from outside the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Yeah, that one's good. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Smart. Get out in front. Finish the break with authority.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. On the court right now for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Well, size and athleticism and a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Shoots over Bridges. Second chance effort. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 11. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Ayton, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards says, yes, you're playing exceptional defense, but my offensive game is better. I'm a solid 225.
Three-pointer, Bridges. That one no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Towns with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Edwards. Oh, wow!
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Bridges, a screen on Towns. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
He's off on the second. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Paul into the lane, out to Bridges. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. An open look for Russell. And too long on the shot. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Sinks it from distance. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Booker. And the Suns miss again.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to stop.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Man, showing some terrific range. Bridges has got 7 points for the quarter.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone. BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Edwards slams it in.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Bridges passes to Booker. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
What you love about his performance...
Get you so!
Show us some power!
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
It's Bridges on the wing. To the paint. Ayton. It's blocked by Gobert. And he gets it back. Payne finds Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Edwards. No good. And it's Phoenix's ball. To the middle. Stolen by Russell. Edwards against Payne. Shoots from the block. Up again. It's good on the putback.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Ayton, no good. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Now Booker. That three's off the mark. Towns with the ball. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spot, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Edwards finds Russell. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Back to Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now the Grizzlies with it. Here's Morant driving to the basket. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So Morant, he'll go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. That's good from Morant.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? We've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
And bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Brooks outside. Morant against Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Bane against Edwards. Gobert in the corner. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. For Memphis, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Edwards flies in and finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Morant. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Now here's Edwards. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Here's Towns. Banked in off the glass.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant looking around.
2 minutes.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the buck. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal. Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed. you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Here's Edwards. He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. It's Brooks on the wing. Bane kicks to Jackson. Back to Bane. Now the pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
The rebound by Steven Adams. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. The 3. Jackson a screen on Towns. Brooks. There's the dish to Jackson. 3-pointer. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And finished off by Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with it. 14 points for him. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
The shooting of Desmond Bane, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Morant. It's the rebound. Jackson kicks to Bane. It's Morant in the corner. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Off the left ring and out. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for the Cubs.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels in the post. Brooks covering, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Jackson with the screen. Durant drives in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Drives to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
You gotta be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
Now here's Brooks. No points in the game yet for him. Jackson, a screen on Russell. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Morant.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Here's Edwards.
Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Edwards passes to Towns. A second chance effort. Here's Gobert. Tries yet again. And slam dunk by Gobert.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Edwards, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Morant. He's got 22. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Also, they've done a fantastic job of drawing fouls. And when they get to the line, they capitalize.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Here's Edwards.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the entry front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson finds Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Gobert, following the miss by Ja Morant. It's hauled in by Adams. Morant outside. Jackson, a screen on Russell. Brooks, left side. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Bucket is good. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
Jackson, a screen on Russell. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Ja Morant at the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time. Outside, Towns. The three ball. That shot off. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be...
The Grizzlies, 30.
Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Minnesota leading by 6. Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Russell kicks to Gobert. Back to Russell. He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now here's Morant. He's got 27. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Minnesota. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. 90% from the line in the game, shooting 9 of 10. So it's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
Now here's Morant. 32 points in the game. Adams with the screen on Russell. Morant passes to Bing. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by 5. Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Adams with the screen on Russell. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Edwards can't hit.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
Here's Russell over in the corner, McDaniels. And Adams sends it back. Here's Morant. He's got 34. Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant and the rejection by Towns. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Goes back up. Here's McDaniels. He gets that one. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Morant finds Jackson.
2 minutes.
Morant against Russell. Reed with the block. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to town. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Brooks outside. Stolen by McDaniels. Reed kicks to Russell. Pass to Towns. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Eyes again, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. And that'll be his third foul so far. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now here's Edwards. Goes inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Screen by Adams. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
For Minnesota, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so Russell hits them both. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Crosses over and finished off by Morant.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Edwards drives in. And good that time.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Morant. He has 38 in the game. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Outside Edwards. And so it's Minnesota in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And they... In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with McDaniels, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
The defender made him change his shot. Still got it up with the double clutch, but that's not what his coach was looking for.
And he goes right over the edge of the Russell and slams it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Adding insult to injury, he just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Jackson from long range. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Brooks grabs the board. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 11. And then Morant slams it in.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Here he goes. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 41.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Rand and finished off.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I like when John forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Pass it around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And all game long, they've worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Baines has it to Morant. Adams with the screen on him. Morant drives in.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. John Morant on the attack.
And it's Russell in the corner. 1:49 left in the 4th. And the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Morant. Off on the layup. Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Jackson with the screen. It's That is just nasty.
Athleticism on that bench. Filthy. Guys, just filthy.
Man, you said it, G.A.
I made to do that in a dunk contest, no worries. But to do it in a live game, that takes a lot of confidence.
Finished off by Edwards.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Towns, the pass to Reed. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. It's picked up by Russell. And finished off by Morant.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
And a deep 3 from Russell. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
4th personal foul. 1st team foul.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Connects from 3-point range.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Now here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Over Paul. Morant with the bucket. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Adams. And here's Jackson. This one for 3. The rebound by Bridges.
And he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And that one drops.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Here's Morant. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Pass to Bane. 4-3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Well, remember the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, B.A., I don't know that it was about the player so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and the shooting has been remarkable.
And that one drops for him. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Morant. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Paul. Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. Booker against Brooks. Booker no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Morant. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Paul with a bucket. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Bane. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And that one misses. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Jackson from deep. That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Outside Booker. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Oh, stolen by Morant. And they're running. He's all alone.
Yes, sir.
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
The Grizzlies have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Morant against Paul. Here's Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. No good on the free throw.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
12 seconds left in the first quarter here. Bridges misses. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up.
And please give a big round of applause for your son,
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
They now take the lead.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Morant. The rebound by Bridges. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Morant finds Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Now here's Adams. Pass to Morant. The 3 from Bain. Jackson outside. Bain, the pass to Morant. Tries again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
What determination from Morant in the paint. Getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
For Memphis, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second.
Morant with the slam! Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Pass to Ayton. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there at his size with that kind of touch. That is money.
To the paint. Ayton passes to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
On the wing, Bain. Back to Jackson. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Morant with it. He's got 15. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant.
2 minutes.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Inside. Here's Ayton. Here's the second effort. Another shot. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Payne, the pass to Jackson. The three. Here's Morant. 1:27 left in the first half. Back to Jackson. Pass to Adams. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Ayton. No good, off the front rim. Memphis trailing here. 1:02 left in the first half. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Pass to Brooks. Let's go with a three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has gotten himself on the board with a three there. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Morant against Ayton. Outside Morant. Launches a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
From deep, Johnson. That shot missing. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
27.
Played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one spot.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Ayton, the screen on Payne. Booker, the pass to Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Morant against Paul. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And the basket by Bridges. When you talk about Booker's high-powered offense, he's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Oh, hey, how about that? That's impressive. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. The drive by Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. 13 feet out. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Here's Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 8.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Here's Ayton, the shake. Outside for Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Here's Booker. The putback. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Booker against Morant. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Morant. He's got 24. Pass to Jackson. Takes the 3. Booker against Morant. Driving in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line for your Suns.
He's perfect from the line this time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Jackson the screen. Morant the pass to Jackson. Now Morant to the inside. Fader on the way. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
So they take the lead. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Jackson. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Back to Paul. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Bane. Booker defending. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Left side, Morant. Adams with a screen on Paul. Back to Jackson. Up top, Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Booker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
And athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Suns foul.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And then Morant with the dunk.
Win or lose, This is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Outside Bane, pass to Morant. Five on the clock. Jackson down low. Is covered by Ayton. Over to the left wing. Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Here's Bane. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Morant against Paul. Now Morant uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Booker, and he lays it up and in.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Johnson a screen on Bane. Oh, a really deep 3 that time. Booker's got 15 points here in the second half.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better, that time from way outside.
Here's Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
That's good from Paul on the assist by Bridges. And the Suns lead by 5.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Paul against Morant. Takes it inside. That one goes in. Morant's got 10 points in the quarter.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
Booker can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Back to Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points of the game. This is his time to shine.
And he's unable to get the second one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And that one's good. Paul.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Morant, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Johnson passes to Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Outside Johnson. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
59 seconds left in the final quarter. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stop.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Morant on the take. Money.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Phoenix calls timeout. They lead by 4. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with this team. He told his men in the huddle, this is it. Leave it all out on the floor. Final stretch coming. No easy buckets. I want a full effort out there. Looking to keep his team fired up. Guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game.
Oh, wow. What a play. Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. To the left side wing. Johnson finds Paul. Shoots over Jackson. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And that's so true, but
Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting it. Oh, wow. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Bridges finds Booker. Six on the shot clock. Inside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's Ayton. Lays it up off the glass.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim. Many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Booker with no one around sinks the triple.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 9 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Booker finds Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And stolen by Booker. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's McDaniels. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Booker the pass to Johnson. Booker looking around. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. He has 7.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Here's Edwards. That one misses. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Driving the way. Oh, Larry puts it down!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And Edwards drops them both. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Passes it to Ayton. Right block shot, and that one drops for him. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got his second bucket.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Booker to end the run. And the Suns miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A free throw drops for Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Booker against Russell. Booker dishes to Paul. Got a piece of it. Just 3 on the clock.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 7.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, Youth team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Edwards against Booker. Towns in the corner, launches it. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Booker kicks to Paul. Pass to Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to slide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Booker. Great D that time from Edwards. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Johnson. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And he drives in and finished off by McDaniel.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. Bridges covering. And dunked by Towns.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Edwards, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Ayton.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Russell passes to Gobert. The offensive rebound. Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Devin Booker.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Pass to Booker to stop the run. And the Suns miss again. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. From deep. A new 14 for the Suns. To the wing right side. Oh, no one around him. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Really confident shooting from Paul out at the arc. If he likes the look, he can drain it from range.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one. And the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Timberwolves leading by 18. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 12.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time three.
And Russell gets it to go.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
No good from Booker.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McDaniels dishes to Towns. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Russell kicks to Towns. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here's Ayton. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Minnesota.
Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And Towns gets it to go.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball. You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And that one good.
Just terrific
at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Russell finds Edwards. No good on the three. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bridges passes to Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Tries it from 19. That shot off, and Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Misses the wing J. Phoenix has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Back to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Minnesota ball.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
The Suns shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And it's Paul penetrating. Ayton kicks to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And again, it's the Suns missing. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Edwards. Towns kicks to Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges, no one around him. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, such a good shooter in general. The pull-up jumper is something Bridges has been working on.
2 minutes.
Russell passes to Edwards.
2 minutes.
Right side Towns. Over Ayton. Towns, no luck. Suns have gone even 50% to the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Ayton dishes to Johnson. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 22. Here's Edwards. Here's the try.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Here's Booker. A dunk by Booker.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Edwards. And it's Russell in the corner. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is like 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
For Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
Second free throw, no good. Phoenix has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Booker, good.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
There's the pass to McDaniels.
Suns foul. Devin Booker.
The Timberwolves have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Team foul.
The first one falls.
The line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And he makes both free throws. For Phoenix, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Paul finds Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. There's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ayton's got 12 points in the game. Here's Edwards into the lane, and he can't jam it through. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've got a... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Minnesota, two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And that one's good, Ayton.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Towns for three. Can't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker outside. From deep three-point range. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Passes it to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. In the lane.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Pass to Johnson. Towns with the steal. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute. Mercy, mercy me.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Here's Russell. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's Edwards. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Booker. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Bridges passes to Ayton. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Russell dishes to Gobert. Towns for 3. Another shot. They shoot again. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Ayton. Paul kicks to Johnson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Minnesota, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7-12.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balance. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go on the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. No qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
Booker against Edwards. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got 10 points in just the second half. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to McDaniels. To the middle. Out to Russell. Fires the three. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Russell with it. Takes a three. Bridges with the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker outside. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.